And we are live. Week 4, Blue Valley North versus Blue Valley West. Here we go. We are at Blue Valley West today, as the band plays the fight song and the players are getting ready to walk out. "10 minutes till game time." And here come the Blue Valley West Jaguars. They are lining up in the band. I'm sure the band will play their fight song here soon, and they'll run out through that big tarp. Jags heart the troops. It is Blue Valley West's military night tonight. The student section is dressed up in red, white, and blue. And I'm sure it'll be interesting to see them walk through this sign. Here they come. There they go. Number 72, offensive lineman Sam Bay, the senior, breaks through that sign first. Sure, that's fun as a senior to experience that in your last year. So I'll repeat, it is week 4. Blue Valley West versus Blue Valley North. The Jaguars versus the Mustangs. It's Blue Valley West military night tonight, and in response, Blue Valley North student section, their theme is camo. They're dressed out in all camo, so really it's everyone's military night. As here come Blue Valley North. They're holding the American flag. They're holding the Mustangs flag. And this will be a game to watch. Now, I can't help but think these Blue Valley West uniforms looking a little bit Ohio State-esque. The gray, the red. It's a nice color combination, but can't help but remind me. Blue Valley North dressed out in all white, as here is the national anthem. And a beautiful rendition of the national anthem by a Blue Valley West student. Not sure if you guys on your end could hear it, but sure was nice to see a student doing it. And we'll get ready for the game as the captains are lining up. So, Blue Valley North captains tonight. Number 3, Hunter Mayer. Number 35, Marcel Mena. Number 33, Hampton Stites. Number 52, Connor Nutt. And number 74, Jonathan Blackford. Captains for Blue Valley West, number 11, Tate Nagy. Number 58, A.J. Roach. Number 5, Jack Cook. And number 3, Cade Weisung. So we'll see who gets to kick and who gets to receive to start off this game. Speaking of this game, expect a very dominant run from both sides in this game. Last week, the Mustangs had a total of 335 total rushing yards. Blue Valley West also dominated on the ground. Number 6, Wayne Carter, had 239 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. It was his career high. So watch out for him. He's a playmaker. Wayne Carter is the 18th ranked rusher in Kansas, but that does not compare to Blue Valley North's own Frankie Triban. He's the 13th leading rusher in Kansas. He himself had 303 rush yards last game. That is absurd for one game. One of those rushing yards, or 80 of them per se, he had an 80-yard rushing touchdown at one point in that game. Last week, Mustangs played Blue Valley Southwest. They lost 38-28, which moved their record to 1-2. And it's the flip side for Blue Valley West. They are 2-1, and they just played Bishop Miege. They won 38-20. So Bishop Miege, a force to be reckoned with, so it's impressive that this Blue Valley West team beat them. We'll see who beats who tonight, as the Jaguars will kick off first. Number 12, Joey Svoboda with the kick. It'll go into the end zone and will not be returned per the rules. Number 20, Ashton Morgan, caught that ball. He wanted to run, but alas, he cannot, according to the Kansas State High School Association rules. Here comes the Mustangs offense, led by number 13, Lark Anderson, the quarterback. He'll take the snap. It's a handoff to Frankie Triban. He's going to run, and he will be brought down short of the yard to gain by Cade Wizong. So Cade Wizong with the tackle there. Triban got a few yards in the backfield, but he did not cross the line of scrimmage where he got tackled for a loss. So 2nd and 11 for Blue Valley North. Anderson, this time he's going to pass. Wide open man, but he misses him. Intended for Dylan Sarna, number 10. Now, Sarna was open there, just miscommunication from the wide receiver and the quarterback. Sarna had a relatively quiet game last week. 2 receptions for 20 yards. We'll see if he can flip that around this game, have a good game. Looks like Anderson's going to roll out. He'll try to run on his own. He'll be hit. So on 3rd down, he is brought down. Number 33, Ben McDavid, the senior defensive lineman, with the tackle for loss. So 4th and very long, and the Mustangs punting unit is going to come out here. So very much not the opening you want to see if you're a Mustangs fan. Number 2, Luke Goodale, back to return. And the punter, number 17, he'll send it far. Goodale catches it. He'll run with it. He's got a man. And he's brought down on the Blue Valley North 41. So excellent starting position for a first drive. He ran past the first defender, but number 27, Jackson Wood, got him there. Here comes the Blue Valley West offense, led by none other than Tate Nagy, the son of Chiefs offensive coordinator Matt Nagy. He's a 3-star. He's committed to Kansas University, a D1 university. Certainly prestigious. He'll throw. Wide open man. Number 1, Quinn Myers. He just had his best game of the season last week. 134 yards and 7 receptions for Quinn Myers. Monster game. And it seems that Nagy has already got a favorite target in Myers, and they'll set him in motion, but they'll hand it off to Wayne Carter, He uses his speed to outrun one defender, but number 4, Gabe Watson, catches up to him. So here's Nagy. He's going to throw again. Oh, and covered well, intended for number 80, Tyler Peterson, but threw into double coverage, and number 22, Deuce, Aiden Bolton, was able to break up the pass. So 2nd and 10 from the 29. Tate Nagy is certainly electric. He'll hand it to Wayne Carter, who also is, and he'll get stuffed at the line. So Wayne Carter, as said, 18th ranked rusher in Kansas, so he's a force to be reckoned with. Unfortunately for the Mustangs fans, the odds are stacked against them. Blue Valley West, the number 8 team in Kansas. Blue Valley North, the number 43. Blue Valley North went up 1 rank despite the loss, as Nagy is going to roll out, looking deep, sending him deep. He wants to pass to Quinn Myers, and oh my gosh, he caught it. Perfect coverage from number 20, Ashton Morgan, and Tate Nagy puts it right in the breadbasket. Incredible accuracy for Tate Nagy, and the Jaguars strike first.
Thank you.
And back to kick, number 12, Joey Savada. It is through, and it is good. So Blue Valley West, 7. Blue Valley North, 0. Now the Stangs are going to need a better drive and some better offensive play if they want to keep up with Tate Nagy and his antics. And being the son of the Chiefs offensive coordinator, you don't expect much less. Here's the catch, though. He's committed to Kansas University, not as a quarterback. He's committed to a D1 university as a wide receiver. He does not play wide receiver for Blue Valley West. He showed up to a Kansas camp, told them he wanted to play wide receiver, tried out, and got the spot. So his scholarship offer was flipped from a quarterback to a wide receiver. So not something you see too often, but just a few camps, Nagy was able to do it. So the athletic talent is certainly there. Here's the kick. Back to return, Dylan Sarna, but it goes out the back of the end zone. And out to the 25, the Mustangs roll. So, not a very good opener for the Mustangs. The runs were stuffed and the passes were. Lark Anderson went 5 for 8 with 70 passing yards last game. 90 rushing yards. He had more rushing yards than passing yards. And with this very strong Jaguars defensive line, he might have to run again. But yet again, this game is going to be won in the trenches. So it'll be a handoff to Triban. And the trenches are won by the Jaguars on that snap. Number 8, Lawson McGraw with the tackle. Lawson McGraw, 6'4", 205 pounds. And I don't blame Frankie Triban for getting stopped by that force of nature. As Anderson's going to take it on his own. He'll get brought down hard by number 22, Jack Gaskell. So positive yardage, but only a gain of 1. So 2nd and 11 gets turned to 3rd and 9. And I don't mean to jinx it, but I think we're about to see a pass here. So look for Bobby Knighton, number 1, or Dylan Sarna, number 10. They are the lead pass catchers of the team. But who knows? Anderson will instead look for Triban. He rolls out, but he'll catch it and step out of bounds. Not good enough for the first down. So 4th and 4. And it looks like the Mustangs punt unit is going to come out. So it is honestly smart to not give this ball to Tate Nagy close to the end zone, or at least not risk it. So the Mustangs will play it safe and punt it. Luke Goodale back again, the senior. He's got some speed to him. Now the punt almost blocked, but it'll sail to Goodale and makes some moves, but doesn't get much further than he would have. Number 5, Zaya Hill, the tight end, stops him. So some Blue Valley North defensive players to look out for tonight. Adam Wong. Last week he was the leading tackler on the team. He had 7 tackles. He is number 2. Sometimes he plays at linebacker, sometimes he plays at end. The snap he's at linebacker as Nagy's going to take it. He'll hand it to Carter, and Carter will get nowhere. Number 6, Braylon Johnson, saw it coming. So Tate Nagy, his dad's off in L.A., getting ready to play the Chargers. He wants to pass, but the play is blown dead. Looks like the refs are signaling that it's on the Jaguars, but we'll see what the official call is. Blue Valley West is going to move back. And it'll be a false start on the offense. So now 2nd and very far. The good thing about sending it far is we're going to see some passing plays. Expect to see some big loss of yardage or some big gain of yardage. I'm sure Adam Wong wants that sack. They'll hand it to Carter. He speeds up, stiff arms a man. And wow, nice stiff arm from Wayne Carter. Hunter Mayer, the captain for tonight, brings him down. So it's 3rd and 14. Something's got to happen for Blue Valley West if they want to get here and get to that 38-yard line. They're currently on their own side of the field. Mustang side of the field is where they need to be. We'll see if they can get there. A lot of wide receivers running, but Nagy's going to take it on his own, and no! Brought down. Number 6, Braylon Johnson's there again. And a late flag thrown. It looks like Braylon Johnson, after the tackle, looked down on Nagy and said something. Drew a flag from the referee. Braylon Johnson, obviously upset. So, not good at all. After the sack, just got a little bit too excited. Really excellent coverage that is being overshadowed here from the Mustangs. 5 wide receivers or tight ends were out there running. All of them were covered. Pocket collapsed, and Nagy had to run. So some more discussion from the referees. And here's going to be the call. And it will be on the Mustangs. That is rough for Braylon Johnson. What could have been incredible, it's not happened. So now 4th and very short. Blue Valley West gets a big break there. However, it is still 4th down. Anything can still happen. 2 wide receivers out, but a strong defensive line Nagy's going to try to draw the Mustangs off sides. Does not work. So we'll see what the coaches say here. They're still going to go for it. Takes the snap. Oh, he wants to throw. Wide open. His favorite target, Quinn Myers, and Ashton Morgan there to bring him down. But Quinn Myers, excellent route there. Made his way and got open. Now another handoff. Oh, no, it's not a flea flicker. And the flea flicker was mainly successful to Quinn Myers. So early trickery from the game. You expect to see that later, but always expect the unexpected. The flea flicker worked out, got some yards. Now they'll run it. Number 21, Tate Miller, the other running back. So he'll gain a few yards there, but not too far, bringing up 3rd and 4. So the Blue Valley North defense, they must have had some pregame jitters on that first drive because they don't look the same this one. They're certainly showing up. Now Nagy wants to pass. He'll go deep. Oh my goodness, and it's a touchdown. Number 3, Cade Weizong. Now, it seemed he was covered. 3 DBs on Cade Weizong, but Nagy keeps his eyes on him the whole time and waits for the perfect moment to pass and threads the needle, gets the touchdown. That is an elite pass. And now the kick. Almost blocked by Adam Wong, but it is good. Adam Wong, seemingly every game, makes his way around that line. Just needs to get that timing down, and we'll see a lot of scores of 6. Not this time, as it'll be Blue Valley West 14, Blue Valley North 0. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this first quarter. And really tough to swallow for Blue Valley North. They could have had Nagy on 4th and 12 around the 50, but after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty from Braylon Johnson, the chains get moved further and they convert on 4th and 2. Ultimately, as you know, scoring. So now a 2-possession game. Joey Svoboda just made the extra point. Now he wants to kick. He sails it, and it'll go out the back of the end zone. Correction, into the end zone, not out the back. Triban caught it and made sure that didn't happen. So, Blue Valley North take number 3. Now, the Mustangs just really haven't caught their rhythm yet, passing or rushing. Just going to need to get into a groove here, just like the defense did, as they'll set a wide receiver in motion. It's Sarna, but they'll hand it to Triban. Triban runs a man to the ground, but goes down with him. And Blue Valley North loves that triple option. So expect to see that a lot. We saw it used heavily against Blue Valley Southwest, and it worked a lot. It'll be a wide receiver in motion, a running back, or Anderson might just take it on his own. Now Sarna's going to be in motion. Anderson's going to keep it on his own, and nowhere he is spun down. So Caden Augustus was in on that play. They faked the handoff to him, but Keaton Augustus, an interesting player. Last week was his first game of the season. He had not been on the field since then, but in that first game, 13 carries for 76 yards. Not bad, Keaton Augustus. He's in again. Anderson wanted to pass to him, but Augustus just not ready for it. Didn't see it coming until the last second and couldn't hold it down. So 4th and 5. Punt unit is going to come out. Yet another stall for Blue Valley North. And something's going to have to change with this offense. For the punt, it sails. Number 17, Gavin Dilly punting it. No return attempt. North is going to down it. So this is the most that the Jaguars have been pinned down all game. So we'll see what happens. Last time they were back here, it was the result of a sack. And these Friday night lights are looking nice tonight. Some incredible uniform matchups and some energetic student stands. Student stands. Wayne Carter's back out there with Nagy in the backfield. 2 other wide receivers. They'll make it 3. They will hand it to Carter. He's got some room. A defender slips. Braylon Johnson's there again. And he walks right on away after the tackle. He won't make that other mistake. So, number 6, tackling number 6. It's Braylon Johnson. He's got a few tackles tonight. 2nd and 7 for the Jaguars. We're going to set a receiver in motion. And Nagy wants to throw. He can't find anyone. He'll run on his own. He's getting chased, but he'll slide. And I am sure that's a good choice. When you are staring right at Adam Long, it's a good choice to slide. 3rd and 1. So a good run from Nagy. And it seems that the ball hasn't really left his control much. A lot of passing and a lot of quarterback runs. If it works, it works. So they won't stop. Looking to the coaches for the call. Nagy, he's going to hand it to Carter. Carter takes the outside edge and gets the first down. Gabe Watson out on the tackle. Couldn't stop him from getting the first down, though. So the Jaguars have crossed into Mustang territory. First and 10. We'll see something good here. It's a handoff to Carter. And Braylon Johnson there again. But gain of a few yards before Johnson caught up to him. And Braylon Johnson seems to be the defender to look out for today on the Mustangs. And Henry Hauser, defensive lineman number 97. Quiet so far. He had an incredible game last week. 3 tackles and 2 assists. And I'm sure he'll show up this game. And Nagy's going to roll out. His man just misses him. He'll run. He's still up. 2 missed tackles before he's finally brought down. That speed is just hard to adjust to. Hampton Stites seemed to have him in the backfield, misses him, and then catches back up to finish what he started. So another first down. Not a good situation for Blue Valley North here. And the history of this matchup. Since 2017, both teams are 5-5 with a tie record. About a year ago, this time, the Mustangs lost 13-31. So Nagy's going to pass it. 2 spin moves and 3 broken tackles. Luke Goodale fights. So a Mustang lost 13-31 last year to make it a tie record. And this is for the dominant winning percentage this game. Winner of this will go 6-5 on the other. So always fun to have a little bit of a rivalry. And a jump from the offense there. Correction, defense. They will not call the jump because a timeout is called right before it. So at the timeout, 14 Blue Valley West, 0 Blue Valley North. So the field is flipped. Correction, not a timeout. It'll be the end of the quarter. So it is now quarter 2. Nagy's going to take it. He's going to fake the handoff, but he is not fooling number 45, Frank Hall. Hall says no funny business and brings Nagy down. 3rd and 7 now. Now this offense starting to slow down, but we'll see what is going on. Nagy in motion and has a man. So, oh my goodness, that's a lot to unpack. The Jaguars just lined up in Wildcat formation with number 21, Tate Miller at quarterback. Then Nagy in motion will get pitched off to him, and he'll throw it downfield to Quinn Myers for the first down. And sounds like I'm speaking gibberish with that trick play. Wayne Carter is going to take it. He'll be brought down. It'll be Adam Wong and Hunter Mayer combining for that tackle. 2nd and 10. They're stalled. Now trying to cross into the red zone. Nagy's going to look. He's going to look far, but just misses his man. It was intended for number 80, Tyler Peterson, the senior tight end, and 6'7", 210 pounds. So Tyler Peterson, big guy. And I understand why Nagy wants him. He's certainly able to haul in footballs with his height. Moss some defenders maybe, but Nagy just can't quite connect. 3rd and 10. It's time for Blue Valley North to show up big. As another Wildcat formation, Nagy's in motion again. See what happens here. 7's going to take it on his own. It's going to run out of bounds. So the same trick play goes again. Michael Baum, the backup quarterback in that time, and Nagy in at wide receiver. But let's remember, Nagy is committed to KU as a wide receiver. So it makes some sense, as the kicking team will come out for a field goal. And this is one of the first field goals of Blue Valley North season that they've went up against. We'll see the result here. Jaguars want to make it a 3-possession game. And they will. Oh, no, they won't! A doink off of the post. And that one looks good all the way up into the end. It takes a curve and bounces off the field goal post. So the score will remain 14-0. And the Mustangs will take over on the 15-yard line. Looks like it'll be on the 20. So Anderson, 3 wide receivers out. He wants to throw. He finds Quentin Wallace, but doesn't find him complete. Right off the fingertips of Quentin Wallace. So 2nd and 10. Quentin Wallace was covered well by Cade Wyzong, number 3. Forcing Anderson to throw high. 2nd and 10. 3 wide receivers out. That'll be a handoff to Triban. Nowhere. Cade Wyzong is there again. The tackle for a loss. And it'll be 3rd and long now. 14 yards to go. A little bit of miscommunication from the chain gang. They're saying it's 15. It's most certainly 14. But who knows? Who's smarter, the robot or me? Anderson's going to pass to the safe man, Sarna, and he'll get stopped. So 3 now for the Mustangs. Jack Cook stops Sarna before he can pick up any yardage. So the chains adjust, and it is 14 yards. 4th and 14, the Mustangs will punt. Luke Goodale, back to return. Still 14-0 with 9 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the half. A little confusion from the Jaguars defense. And the punt goes high. Goodale wants to return it. He's met by 3 Mustangs, but let's get pushed out by 1, and a negative reaction from the crowd. The refs are going to call it. They're going to call a late hit here. And extra yardage for Blue Valley West. So 2 unsportsmanlike penalties so far on Blue Valley North. That has not happened this season. Those are their first 2 unsportsmanlike penalties of the season. But everything can change. But certainly not for the better for Blue Valley North. 9 minutes left in the half. Excellent field position for Nagy. Lots of wide receivers out there. Wayne Carter in the back. Refs are going to make sure the teams all get a fair chance for substitution. And now we'll play on 1st and 10. Jaguars want to enter the red zone. They'll give it to Carter. He'll fight for some yardage. He gets brought down. And some little extra pushing in those trenches there after the contact. This game might start to get chippy. 2nd and 7. Receiver in motion. Nagy wants to give it to the big tight end. And the Mustangs defenders will go low smartly. Taylor Peterson with the completion. And 6-7. Blue Valley North defenders know to go low. 3rd down with 4 yards to go. Hand off to Carter and stuff. Owen Perkins stopping Wayne before he can get anything. So 4th and 5. We're going to see the call from the coaches, and they are going to keep the offense out on the field. But we're looking for the call. Here we go. 4th and 5. Interesting to go for it when you're up 14-0. It seems like the smart choice would be to kick, but who knows? We'll see if the gamble cashes. Receiver in motion. Nagy takes it. Oh, there's Mustangs there, and he'll throw it incomplete. So it does not check. Number 45, Frank Hall, is hyped up. He had the pressure on Nagy, and in the end, he'll force that 4th down turnover. So Mustangs down 2 possessions. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the half. Here's Anderson. Receiver in motion will be Bobby Knighton. Triple option. They'll give it to Triban, and that wasn't the right option. A loss of 1 yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. Looks like he will gain yardage there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So Anderson last week had a good game, both passing and rushing. Not off to the same start, though, as he was against Blue Valley Southwest just a week ago. Knighton in motion. Anderson's going to take it on his own. He will not get far on the quarterback keeper. Third and 7. Tate Miller in on the tackle against Anderson. So these defenses have started to heat up early in the game. Not something you tend to see, but 3rd and 7. Mustangs are going to need to convert. Here we go. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Anderson wants to pass. He's flushed out. Oh, big hit on Anderson. My goodness. Number 5, Jack Cook, flies in and brings Anderson down. And it seems that this whole stadium had about the same reaction as I did. A collective groan. And 4th and 11 brought from the huge hit. Goodale back to kick. Back to receive on the punt. Number 17, Gavin Dilly, to punt. 14-0. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Dilly's going to kick. Some Jaguars were there, but couldn't quite get there in time. And, ooh, what could have been an early stop. The tackle is missed. Number 27, Jackson Wood, was too speedy for his own good. And it'll allow the Jaguars to cross on to Blue Valley North side of the field on the kickoff, on the punt. So here comes Nagy. Again, as both these defenses have been heating up, Nagy's been cooling down. Most recently, we're brought on a large pressure, and it's the same pressure as we saw last time. Frank Hall in there. So Frank Hall, the very last defensive play, he was in there, made Nagy throw it incomplete. He does the same thing this time, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is from the ref, and it's hard to tell, but the Jaguars offense is going to move considerably further back. seems like a hint to who the penalty might be on. And it is going to be on Blue Valley West. They'll repeat the first down from much further away. So, 1st and 20. What will Nagy do? 4 wide receivers out. Carter's back to block, and there's pressure. Almost brought down, but no, he's still up. Braylon Johnson was there. Nagy's running around. He's going to throw. He's going to find a man open. My goodness, what just happened? Braylon Johnson was there to bring him down. But Nagy runs out of the tackle, spins out. Then Frank Hall, frequently in the backfield, misses him. And Nagy runs around both sides of the field and throws it for the completion. 2nd and 15. So a long play for just 5 yards. Hall's in the backfield again. It's complete to number 18. So Kean Lammers with that catch there. Kean Lammers, the senior wide receiver. He's 6'2", 180 pounds. Ideal receiver size and an ideal catch to bring up 3rd and 5. So the Blue Valley West offense is eating up yards here as they started on 1st and 20 after the penalty. It's 3rd and 5 now. And looks like a stop's coming as there's pressure in the backfield. Nagy escapes again, almost runs into the referee, and gets the first down. That's the 3rd play for the Mustangs where there has been pressure in the backfield and Nagy escapes and makes the magic happen. His dad's the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs, and that looked a little Mahomey. So now 1st and 10 from Nagy. Who knows? Maybe he did learn from the best. As wide receiver in motion. Again, backfield blown up. Hand off to Wayne Carter. Breaks 3 tackles. 4, 5. Wayne Carter escapes 5 tackles. Makes it into the end zone. But there's a flag on the field. Let's see if it'll count. And that is what I call raw strength from Wayne Carter. Now, Wayne Carter, only 5'8", making those types of hits and escaping like that? My goodness. And that's a telltale sign that someone's been hitting the weight room. Still waiting on an official call from the referees here about what this flag was, but the Blue Valley West offense doesn't look too happy. And it will be a penalty. So the touchdown will get called back. And my goodness, a monster run from Wayne Carter. Sucks to get called back as a Blue Valley West fan. If you are one, of course. Who knows? Maybe we'll do it again here. Blue Valley North surely does not want to let that happen. They have 5 people stacked on that line in the trenches, and they will give it to Carter again, and he will run it in again for the touchdown. My goodness. The speed. Wayne Carter found a gap. So an incredible play from the offensive line to open up that gap for Carter, and he runs clean through for the 3rd uninterrupted Blue Valley West touchdown. (20-0). Here's the kick. Joey Svoboda. Most recently, doinked a field goal and doinks it again, but makes it. So that ball loves that post. It keeps hitting it. This time it doinks inwards, so a little bit of luck on the Jaguar side tonight. And this Jaguar student section chanting, hooping and hollering as it's 21-0. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first half. 3 returners back for Blue Valley North. And we'll see what happens here. The kick will be inbounds. The ref signal. Ashton Morgan got the ball. He'll take it from the 0-yard line to the 23. But the chain gang will mark him down just a little bit earlier at the 21. As fireworks are going off in the distance here. Must be some sort of celebration. And honestly, it feels like a celebration for Blue Valley West. This first half play and opening play has just been incredible. The Mustangs and Lark Anderson are back out. And Anderson's going to take the snap. He'll just hand it off to Triban. And Triban gets stopped right behind the line by Jack Cook. Jack Cook has been everywhere. My goodness. That's some strength from him to be able to stop Triban. Jack Cook, 6 foot, 205 pounds of muscle. He's lean. 2nd and 11. And Anderson and the Mustangs offense need to come up with something here to respond to this Jaguars offense. 21-0. Coach Gene Weir, the new coach, seems to be facing a dire situation. How will he react? Three possessions to catch up. Who knows? It could start here. Pass to Quentin Wallace is complete. And no one there. Big hit initiated. And he is brought down by Tate Miller, number 21. But Quentin Wallace makes sure it's on his own accord as he hits him down to the ground before falling. So Quentin Wallace, the senior tight end, he's the consensus team leader. The school leader, some may say, as now it's a handoff to Triban. Won't get far. And that's promising for Blue Valley North's offense, as Anderson, his first pass completion of the night. It'll be far as well. His other pass completions have been reverses and reverse passes, so they do not count. Count as runs, as now there's pressure brought down. Number 52, Emmett Chartier sacks Anderson in the backfield. Well, it seems that I jinxed it. So, after seemingly a little boost of momentum from the pass from Anderson to Wallace, it's now 3rd and long. So now Anderson's going to take it. Mini receivers down. He's going to look deep. Wide open man Sarna, but misses him. Sarna had no one near him. Dylan Sarna got wide open. Incredible route. But yet again, the communication has just been off between him and Anderson. And an excruciating play to end the drive. A sack and a punt. 58 seconds left to go in the half. I wouldn't expect an offensive drive attempt from the Jaguars, but anything's possible. As they'll let it bounce, and down by the Mustangs, around the 20. So Luke Goodale will just let it roll, and seems like a sign that the half is just about over at 21-0. 45 seconds left. And not a start for the Mustangs that is desired compared to the other games. However, the number 8 team in Kansas, Blue Valley West, you've got to expect it to a degree, unfortunately. And Nagy comes back out. He's going to pretend to run out to wide receiver. But he'll motion back, and he's just going to dump it, but it's just a little bit too high for Luke Goodale. He wanted to dump it to the side, but just misses him. 2nd and 10. Offense is going to roll back out into formation. Mustangs showing a wide formation. 1 high safety. And a change in formation after the motion. He wants Quinn Myers, but misses him. And for the 2nd play in a row, sends it over Goodale's head. So the motion just can't quite work there. North adjusted really well. I think they're getting used to Quinn Myers. And they lock him right down. 3rd and 10. Who knows? Maybe the Mustangs will get the ball back here, but let's not call anything too early. 3rd and 10. And Nagy hands it off to Carter, and guess who? Frank Hall, the tackle for loss. 30 seconds left. So, it seems when it matters the least, the Mustangs are going to make the stop, but that is a good sign that things may be turning up for the better. And these fireworks lighten up the night. Some big ones as we take a break here. Well, look at these fireworks. And no clue where they're coming from, but maybe they're a Blue Valley West celebration. I doubt it, however. And back out is the defense, and here's the offense. Ready to punt on 4th and 14. No one back to return for Blue Valley North. So, an odd decision there. Looks like they were just trying to stack the box and block the punt. As the punt does go a little bit haywire. And with 24 seconds left, Mustangs have a little bit of a chance. They're in the red zone to start this drive, but they don't have that much time left. I'd say about 2 to 3 plays to try to make it to the end zone and chop this game down to 2 possessions rather than 3. Anderson finding his groove with the passing game, connecting Quentin Wallace for a big gain. Maybe they'll take a shot to the end zone through the air. We're about to see. Many wide receivers out, and he will pass, but there's pressure. So Anderson's make a smart decision, runs straight out of bounds, stops the clock with 19 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. So 5 seconds get shaved off the clock there. So not ideal for a play that isn't a gain, but could have been much worse as the pressure came in from number 5, yet again, Jack Cook. Now Anderson's going to pass. Pressure again. He'll dump it to Schreiban. And Schreiban's got some blockers. He's got some speed. But no, he does not get it. So the timeout is called with 10 seconds to go. And very little yardage left for the Mustangs. Now the possibility is very real that the Mustangs could score. If they play their cards right, maybe 2 plays, but it's looking like just 1 for Blue Valley North. So the timeout called by the Mustangs, obviously, they want to score, obviously. The real question here is, can the Mustangs make the adjustment offensively and defensively to this Jaguars game plan? It's certainly been executing well. Now here's Anderson. Knighton in motion. They'll hand it to Knighton on the sweep. He'll beat his man and get in for the touchdown. Bobby Knighton on the jet sweep. His first touchdown of the season. So Bobby Knighton scoring the touchdown. And Gabriel Aguirre is going to come out to kick that extra point. The extra point attempt is good. Mustangs 7, Blue Valley West 21, and it seems that that will be the end of the half. So Quinn Myers and Wayne Carter back to return, but with 4 seconds left, looks like this half will be done by the end of this kickoff. As Aguirre talks to his kicking team, ready to kick. Here's Aguirre. The play clock starts to run. And the kick is off. He'll squib it to cut out the time. And let's see. The clock operators are saying that only took a second off. Might not be too accurate, but we'll see what the final decision is. The refs might signal for time to be taken off. No, they will not. They'll say it's correct. So 3 seconds left to go. And it would be sportsmanlike to take a knee here, but anything could happen. And they will just run it. That'll be the half. Blue Valley West 21, Blue Valley North 7. We'll see you after the break. And we are back for the second half of play in this game. It's 21-7. The Jaguars of Blue Valley West have the lead. And to add some more insult to injury, they're receiving the ball. So Gabriel Aguirre out here to kick. 2 returners for the Jaguars. And it is time for the Mustangs to let it fly. Wayne Carter and Quinn Myers, 2 offensive studs, back to return. Wayne Carter wants to take it, but he just wasn't able to get under it. It sails over his head and into the end zone. By rule, it's a touchback. So Blue Valley West and Tate Nagy are going to have it at the 25-yard line against this Blue Valley North defense. So some inconsistency on offensive play recently. We've had some big touchdowns and some big sacks on this Jaguars offense, so you never know what you're going to see. So now they're going to fake the handoff. They'll give it to Quinn Myers, a good block, and number 7, Owen Perkins, brings him down. Owen Perkins, a big leader on this Mustangs defense. He's been relatively quiet this game, though, but who knows? Maybe this second half, he'll show up. Tate Nagy wants to throw. Tipped. Number 22, Aiden Bolton, gets a fingertip on it and stops it. It would have been complete to Cade Weisong, or at least it would have hit him. We don't know if it would have been complete, but Aiden Bolton made sure that scenario never even happened. So all of these Mustangs collectively chipping in for their team. You love to see it. And Nagy got some pressure. He'll pass it. Quinn Myers, and won't get far. It's 3rd and 3. Correction, it's 4th and 3, so it's 4th down. Jaguars are going to go for it, but I'd expect the call. Yep, and they do try to draw them off sides, and they'll drop back to punt now. High snap, but the punt is off. Tate Nagy punting there, sends it flying. My goodness. A good punt and a good roll lands perfectly on the 25-yard line. So the defense for the Mustangs does their end of the work. Let's see if Lark Anderson and the Mustangs offense can hold their end of the bargain on this team and score. It's a 2-possession game. The Mustangs scored right before the end of the half. They're on a scoring streak. Can they extend it? We're about to see. Now Anderson's going to take it. Triban in the backfield, and they will hand it to Triban. He's going to run, picks up some speed, gets a nice, helpful push from the tight end, Quentin Wallace, and gains 5 yards on the play. So the chain gang will round it up, so it'll be 2nd and 4. Sarna, Bobby Knighton, and Quentin Wallace seem to be the receivers out here. Bobby Knighton had his first touchdown of the season on that most recent one right before the half. Who knows? Maybe this could be his breakout game. As they'll set him in motion. Flag on the play will be blown dead. And a false start on the offense negates whatever play was going to occur there. So After the penalty, it's 2nd and 9. So pushed right back to where they were, almost, after the small rush. 2nd and 9, they'll hand it off to Triban again. He's got a lead blocker and finds the space, fights further to get the first down. So a really heads-up block by the tight end, Zaya Hill. 6'3", 180 pounds, and he's not afraid to put his body on the line to pick up a block for his teammate. And because he does that, Mustangs pick up their first down. So on 2nd down, they convert. That is a good sign for this offense. They'll give it to Triban again. He pushes forwards. He met that defensive line at about 1 yard past the line of scrimmage, but continues to drive his legs with some help from his great offensive line to bring it to a 2nd and 3. Second and 3, Anderson is talking to Triban. Who knows, maybe it'll go to him. Seems to be what the Jaguars are thinking. And it will be. The Jaguars stack the box, but still can't stop Triban from getting the first down. There were 5 defensive linemen and 3 linebackers there ready to meet Triban, but it wasn't enough. The combined power of him and the offensive line pick up that first down. And it seems that Coach Gene Weir of the Mustangs has made the right offensive adjustments so far in this drive. Same on defense. He got the stop. Now Anderson wants to pass deep. He's looking at Sarna. And Sarna calling for the flag. He'll get it drawn. So number 2, Luke Goodale, gets a little bit too close to Sarna and pulls him back a little bit. Sarna looks to the ref, and the ref throws the flag for pass interference. So that's the 3rd time tonight that Anderson has looked deep for Dylan Sarna. All 3 times now, it hasn't been completed. This time, though, it's because of a penalty. So at the spot of the foul, going to be a significant gain of yardage still. First and 10, and I don't see why not, but they'll hand it to Triban instead. I was going to say I wouldn't see why not. They would just pass again, as it seemed to work the last play, but they'll go to old reliable Frankie Triban, who will pick up 5. 2nd down. So Caden Augustus in the backfield now. Frankie Triban going on the bench for a rest. We saw that a lot in the last game against Southwest. They will hand it to Augustus. He'll get stopped short of the first down. So still 5 yards to the line to gain. Triban comes back out onto the field, and Caden Augustus will walk off after the 1 yard rush. So this is the first 3rd down that the Mustangs have faced in this opening second half drive. See what happens. Anderson's going to hand it to Triban. He's going to get some blocks, but no! The blocks come loose at the last second. Triban could have taken the outside edge if he just had a little bit more time, but the strength of these Jaguars defenders is just too much, and they'll stop the Mustangs from getting a first down. 4th and 4. Now, Anderson and the rest of the offense are going to look to the sideline to see what the call is going to be. So, looks like they're going to be going for it. And it's down to this play. Anderson is going to take the snap. Hand it to Triban. Triban gets a big gain, but did he get it? Let's see what the refs say. Shorts. It's the Jaguars' ball. And a strong run from Triban. They tried to run it and get a few blocks there, but unable to get through the gap. and stopped. Jaguars ball. And you hate to see that after the Mustangs start on their own 25, they make it all the way to the 30. However, in vain, and Nagy is back out. Now Nagy's going to take the snap. He'll hand it off. And the speed. Oh my goodness. They can't catch up. And finally, forced out of bounds. Wayne Carter, a force to be reckoned with. He outruns the Mustangs' front line. And number 20, Ashton Morgan, has to push him out before a gain of over 10. And this Jaguars offense is already ready to go. So Mustangs defense having some trouble adjusting. They're going quick. Nagy looks deep. He has a man, but no! Incredible heads-up play. It was in the hands of Jack Cook, but number 17, Gavin Dilly, hits it out right as it's caught. That is exactly what you want from a defensive back. Heads up play, stops the big gain. 2nd and 10. Carter still in the backfield. And Nagy wants to take it on his own. Frank Hull's back. But in the end, number 6, Braylon Johnson, brings him down for the sack. So Frank Hull, we've seen him in that backfield a lot tonight. He's got a new home. And it's behind that offensive line. So he gets the pressure there. Braylon Johnson comes in and cleans up. 3rd and 13. Nagy's going to roll out. He's looking to pass. He wants to go. He's got a man! Quinn Myers. And he loves that receiver, Quinn Myers. He loves to target him because he gets open. The route running is incredible. So, on the Mustangs' 25-yard line, they convert on 3rd and 13. It's now 1st and 10, and the Jaguars are threatening to enter the end zone. And they get the call. Henry Hauser there lined up. He'll be matched up to watch, and he will get through. But the play just doesn't go his way. They'll run it to Carter. Henry Hauser bull rushed his way through, but couldn't quite catch up to Carter before he ran through the line and got a gain. 2nd and 5. They're going to hand it to Carter. Makes a move, gets a few yards, not enough for the first down. 3rd and short now. 4 yards to go. So 3rd down, big for this Mustangs defense. They're going to need to hold and keep this within a few possessions if they want a chance of coming back and winning this game. So Nagy going to hand it off to Carter, and nowhere, Owen Perkins grabs Wayne Carter from behind and slams him. So a loss of yardage. Will they kick? Let's see. So 4th and 6. The Jaguars are going to go for it? Nagy wants to pass. He's got plenty of time. Looks like there's holding there, not called. He's got a wide open man, but no, out of bounds. Owen Perkins had a pretty clear hold on him trying to get to Nagy. Looks like the refs did eventually call it. But It does not matter because Nagy could not find his man before he ran out of bounds. Looked for Quinn Myers, but too little too late. Here come the Mustangs offense. First and 10 from the 21-yard line. So similar field position to the start of the last Mustangs drive. They drove down the field and got stopped just before they entered the red zone. We'll see if there's a turn of events from there. 2 wide receivers. 2 tight ends. He wants to throw. He'll look deep. Sarna, but no! My goodness. Another miss on Sarna. Locked down by Luke Goodale. And against this Blue Valley West secondary, it is hard to make any ground. I'd keep looking at Quentin Wallace, though. He seems to be getting open on a decent amount of these plays. As they'll hand it to Triban. He'll get through, follow some blocks. He's still up. My goodness. Angry run from Frankie Triban. Luke Goodale brings him down. Seems to be in on all of these defensive plays. And much more than needed for that first down. Now Anderson gives it to Triban again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Gains a decent amount of yardage there. And what a run. Looks like that might have turned into a touchdown, but it did not. Last week, Triban was stuffed at the line, bounced right off of his defender, and took the ball 80 yards to the house. So it is no strange situation for Triban if he escapes a tackle and gets some yardage like he just did. 2nd and 6. Anderson wants to throw. Looks to Triban. Triban shakes a tackle. Another, and tiptoes until he is eventually pushed out by number 22, Jake Gaskell. So Jake Gaskell, the senior, making sure the toe tap doesn't go any further. Now they'll take Triban out after the good performance, giving him some rest. Caden Augustus, the sophomore, is in. Goes to Augustus. He's got a lead blocker, and he gains some good yardage there. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. So many conversions on second down, and yet I'll say it again, it's still looking like the last Mustangs drive. They are driving down, but we'll see. Can they score here unlike the last one? They're in Jaguars territory. They're certainly threatening. We've seen a lot of passing plays, unnatural, from Gene Weir's offense, heavily run-focused. They will hand it to Caden Augustus. He'll get tripped up and tackled. A tackle for loss. Jack Cook had him, made sure he couldn't get any further, and Sam Clay brought him down. So 3rd and 5, no yardage gained. Triban comes back in. Augustus checks out. And we expected this game to be very run-focused, and so far it has been. Some decent run plays. And seems timeout called by the Mustangs. So the Mustangs moving downfield with relative ease, but the third down here might prove me wrong. This should be a good play. Both teams are going to have some time to prepare. Blue Valley West coach, John Korkenheimer. He's the head coach and the offensive coordinator. And he knows how to utilize Tate Nagy in his offense, but the defensive coordinator, Danny Cantazaro, is going to have the ultimate decision on what happens here to Blue Valley West. Anderson talking to Triban. Knighton, the touchdown scorer, and Sarna. Sarna's on the bottom of your screen. Knighton's near the top. Quentin Wallace is out there at tight end. So is Zaya Hill. We'll see what happens. They'll set Knighton in motion. It will be a jet sweep. Another reverse. Another. Anderson wants to throw. Wide open. Frankie Triban. Touchdown. My goodness. 2 reverses. The pitch. And Anderson throws deep to Triban and connects. That is how you get the momentum back. And we can hear this Blue Valley North student section from all the way over here. What a touchdown. Now the kick for McGear, and it's good. And just like that, we are 1 possession away from a tie game. What? I can't even put into words what just happened. Anderson took the snap, handed it off to Bobby Knighton on the jet sweep. Triban, the running back, came in motion. Bobby Knighton pitched it to him. Then Triban pitched it back to Anderson, and Anderson looked, and by that time, no one on that Jaguars defense saw Frankie Triban running downfield. And Lark Anderson easily connected deep for the touchdown. 14-21. This game is starting to get hot. 2 unanswered touchdowns from Blue Valley North. The kick will go into the end zone. Quinn Myers, 1 foot away from being able to return it, but his foot was in the end zone. So they'll start at the 20. One minute and 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. What a turnaround. Tate Nagy throws and hit hard. He wanted Luke Goodale, and he got Luke Goodale, but he also got Frank Hall, spitting him down and not allowing much yardage. And you can tell by the look of it, this Blue Valley North defense is playing with some gas in their system. Now Tate Nagy is going to take it on his own, break some tackles, and finally brought down. Did he get the first down? The referees say he did. So some footwork by Tate Nagy extends to the first down. Goodale in motion, but they'll hand it to Carter. And Carter, breaking tackles, makes his way for the first down on 1st and 10. It seemed that he was stopped right at the line, but breaks through, uses his strength. Now, number 97, Henry Hauser, checking onto the field. Fresh set of players there. Who knows? Maybe a big defensive play coming up here. They try to draw him off sides. Does not work, so they'll look to the coaches for some instruction. They might run out of time. 5 seconds left on this play clock. And looks like they're just going to run out the time to the fourth quarter. So we're going to take a break, waiting for this fourth quarter. We're back out. The field has switched. 1st and 10, Blue Valley West. They're about to cross into Mustang territory. Or at least they're threatening to. Let's fake the handoff to Wayne Carter. He's got plenty of time. Braylon Johnson making sure Tate Nagy doesn't go any further. Almost intercepted. So really heads up play there from Braylon Johnson. He doesn't go for the sack, but instead waits to make sure Nagy can't run, takes away an important element of his game. And with every receiver locked up, it was a good choice. 2nd and 10. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, and Wayne Carter in the backfield. Nagy's got options. He quick throw and brought down Quinn Myers. It was a very quick throw before the defense could react, and it gained some good yardage. Over 15 yards there. And back-to-back big plays from the defense and the offense. They're responding to each other's hits in this duel. Wayne Carter is going to take it, and he'll get pushed down hard. Number 4, Gabe Watson gets the hard hit. Middle linebacker is not afraid. Now, fresh set of legs for the Jaguars. Number 21, Tate Miller checks into the game at running back. 3 wide receivers out there. And Quinn Myers has got some off-ball coverage. On 2nd and 9, I would be looking at him. But no. Oh, intercepted! Intercepted! Number 20! Ashton Morgan with the interception. It takes 2 men to bring him down. Ashton Morgan has just brought a breath of life to Blue Valley North. Tate Nagy runs out of options, tries to force the ball to Luke Goodale, but Ashton Morgan jumps in out of nowhere and grabs that ball. And guess who is in the red zone? Lark Anderson and his offense are coming out. There is a real possibility of a 21-0 tie game. 14-21. What a turn of events. And a hush has fallen over the Blue Valley West student section. I wonder why. Knighton in motion. Anderson wants to throw. He's got a lot of pressure coming in. He'll dump it to Knighton. But Knighton will gain some positive yardage before being brought out of bounds by his own teammate. Number 70, Davis Weber, pulls Knighton out of bounds, making sure he stops the clock. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the game. Ashton Morgan. What a playmaker. 3 wide receivers out. Anderson He's going to hand it to Triban. He's got some room, but can't quite get it. 3 yards to go for a Mustangs touchdown. The end zone is looking real nice right now. What will Gene Weir dial up now? Two men in the backfield. Anderson's going to take it. Receiver in motion. They will hand it to him. He's got a block. He's got room. Dylan Sarna. He lost the ball, but the refs mark him down. However, there is a flag. It'll be on the Mustangs. So Dylan Sarna, the receiver in motion, goes down and loses the ball. It's immediately jumped on. And you can feel the tension here. So a 10-yard penalty on the Mustangs. It's still first down, but first and long. Not what you want, but you're going to have to play with it. 13 yards. First down. Fake the handoff. There's pressure. Anderson throws over to Triban. Triban stopped. He can't get there, but he's still up. Did he get it? No. The refs will mark him short for the end zone. But that play means we have 1 yard left for the Mustangs to score. Second and goal. Not even a yard left. These are inches. Anderson. The box is stacked. Receiver in motion. It's Knighton. They hand it to Triban. Does he get in? Waiting for the ref signal. Short. So the box is stacked. Heads up play. Jack Cook in and make sure Triban can't get anywhere. Third and inches. They're at the same spot. Here we go. Anderson takes the snap. Hands it to Triban. Triban's in. Touchdown. Stangs. The outside run. The speed from Triban. It's 20-21. And those left in the Blue Valley North student section are hopping up and down. The flag runners run by, and you can hear the noise from over here. And we are 1 kick away from a tie game. Gabriel Aguirre ties it. Nails it through the middle. 21 Mustangs, 21 Jaguars. 8 minutes and 26 seconds left. Can you believe it? Down 0-21 with 40 seconds left in the half. Now, with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, it is a tie game. 3 unanswered touchdowns from Blue Valley North. The Mustangs have found their groove, and they are galloping through the Jaguars field. Game's not over yet, though. Blue Valley West still gets that ball. They're putting their best back to return. Quinn Myers and Wayne Carter back to return. Incredible turn of events. We're tied. We're tense. 8 minutes and 26 seconds left to play. Gabriel Aguirre. Quinn Myers gets it. He's going to try to return it. He's stopped at the 23, number 56, Owen Cockrell. And any play, any given play on this Friday night could make or break a game. Remember, the Mustangs 1-2, the Jaguars are 2-1. Receiver in motion. They run that formation a lot. Nagy's the keeper. He gets the fake, but Adam Long sees it coming and stops him. So a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Four wide receivers out, and Wayne Carter in the backfield. They're going to give it to Carter. Oh, just a barely missed tackle. First down, Blue Valley West. So after that very slightly missed tackle, Gabe Watson comes in, stops him from getting any further. Again, any play could get some big yardage. And don't forget, at the bottom of your screen there, Ashton Morgan, the interceptor, is there. Big run! He's loose! He's only got Sarna to catch him! And Sarna brings him down! A humongous run! Number 21, Tate Miller. Just like that, the Jaguars have moved out of the Mustangs, out of their own side of the field, and into the red zone. 9 yards to go for the touchdown. Wayne Carter forcing 2 missed tackles. Look at that speed. Makes another effort. Number 16, Matthew Harrington, brings him down, saves that play. 1 minute and 30 seconds has passed, and the Jaguars come from the 23 on their own side of the field over all the way to the 10. And then after that 10, they bring it to the 5. So on 2nd and 3, the Jaguars want to make it 3rd and goal. They're going to set a receiver in motion. It's a pitch. Oh, missed tackle. It's a touchdown. Number 2, Luke Goodale breaks a tackle, spins out, and gets into the end zone. So, Blue Valley West, their first touchdown of the second half. 27-21. Here's the kick from Joey Svoboda. He's had 2 of his kicks hit the field goal post, 1 go in and 1 go out. Here it is. Almost blocked, but good. Blue Valley West 28, Blue Valley North 21. Blue Valley North not playing around with this kick return. They've got 3 back. The kick is off. Sarna's going to take it. He was in. Look at that speed. Out to the 32. "68 yards for Lark Anderson and the Blue Valley North offense to drive. They've done it already this game. Can they do it again? 335 total rushing yards from the offense last week. Tri-Band has lit up in the second half, and they'll hand it to him. He's going to reverse the direction to get some extra yardage. Gain of about 3. We'll see where the chain gang marks it. They'll give him 4. Second and 6. Now there's an adjustment. It's second and 4 now. Anderson fakes the handoff to Tri-Band. He rolls out and throws to the safe man. And the safe man gets the safe first down, but a late hit. Oh my goodness, some pushing after the play. Absolutely not acceptable. Zaya Hill catches it. He gets hit late out of bounds. Quentin Wallace must have said something because then he gets pushed. And again, as stated earlier, this game's a little bit chippy. There's 2 flags on the field, likely for the late hit and unsportsmanlike conduct. And I don't blame either team's players. This is a very tense game. I understand that tempers can get a little bit wild, but still unacceptable. And you need to stop plays like that because they can really, one word exchange can change the course of a game. We saw that earlier. The Jaguars were on 3rd and 14, but then an unsportsmanlike conduct call sent them 2 yards away from the first down, and they promptly drove down and scored. We want to thank all that are watching tonight. This is the most viewers that have ever been here, so we appreciate all of you, and we hope you'll stay for this thriller of a game. I'm George Heason, I'm my cameraman. Bao Hyun. Hi. So, some discussion from the referees. We'll see what the call is. They're going to call targeting on the offense and unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. So they will replay the down as offsetting penalties happen, and both teams got a little bit lucky there. But still, not any good thing that you like to see during a game. These coaches are going to have to control their players if they want a normal game. You just can't afford one of those penalties because they are big for yardage. But in the end, they offset. They get another chance. Oh, but some more discussion from the referees. And they're actually going to give the Mustangs a first down. So, not sure exactly what's happening right now. The referees go back on their old call. Or perhaps we missed something up here in the booth. But nevertheless, it is 1st and 10. The Mustangs are on the 46. They're on 46. They've got just about half the field to go. On 1st and 10, Tri-Band's in the backfield. Anderson takes the snap. He will hand it to Tri-Band. He's got Zaya Hill ahead of him to block, and he's pushed out of bounds. So Zaya Hill, he hasn't received that many passes tonight. He's relatively quiet on the stat sheet, but game-wise, Zaya Hill has been a game changer. He has been out there blocking for Triban and anyone else that's in his area all night. And you love to see that in a player. Zaya Hill using his size. Anderson wants to go deep. He's got an open man. Zaya Hill. I jinxed it. Zaya Hill still running. My goodness, Zaya Hill out to the Jaguars 15. So I'll go back on the word that I just said. Zaya Hill no longer having a quiet night, over 20 yards for the first down. And 19 yards to go. Mustangs are already running another play. They're ready to go. Trying to catch the defense off guard, but they do not. Anderson runs, and the backfield is blown up. Number 8, Lawson McGraw. Stops Anderson before he can gain anything. So, 2nd and 9. Now Anderson, he receives the call. Triban's in the back. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. He's going to roll out. He's got pressure, and he throws it out of bounds. And they're going to call a late hit penalty on Lark Anderson. What? Wow. I did not see that, but the refs must have seen something different. They'll call number 7, Michael Baum, on the penalty. Or will they? Refs having some discussion. 4 minutes and 51 seconds to go. Blue Valley North have flipped the field already. Here's the call from the referee. So they'll get the personal foul on Blue Valley West. And yet again, as stated earlier, these personal fouls can make or break the game. It is 1st and very short right now. Referees will make the adjustment. It'll be 2nd down with 3 yards to go for the first down. And they still have first down before they reach 1st and goal due to that late penalty. And if you are Blue Valley West, you're not happy. I'm sure the coach, Josh Korkenheimer, not very appreciative of the defensive penalties right now. And we're back out. Zaya Hill's out there. Look for him. So is Bobby Knighton. But no, Anderson's going to keep it on his own. Tries to find a gap, but not the right one. As big number 98, Brody Nelson, brings him down. 5'9", 285 pounds. I'm sure it's hard to get by that. Anderson just finds the wrong gap. 3rd and 2. Gonna hand it to Triban. Will Triban get it? Yes, he will. 1st and goal, Blue Valley North. 3 yards. 3 yards. And this game's tied again. There's 4 minutes left and counting to go in this football game. Ladies and gentlemen, it just got real. Anderson takes the snap, sets a receiver in motion, fakes it. It's the triple option. Anderson on the triple option, takes it on his own, and walks in. Tie game if Gabriel Aguirre makes this extra point. He's been perfect all night. Gabriel Aguirre, what do you got? Almost blocked, but it's through. Tie game. 28-28. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. This game is electric. I don't know about all of you watching out there, but at least for us up here in the press box, it is hard to comprehend the turnaround that this game has faced. Blue Valley North, number 43 in the state of Kansas, versus Blue Valley West, number 8. In all odds, this game should not have been close, but here we are with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go, and we're tied up. Do not underestimate the Blue Valley North Mustangs. Now, Quinn Myers to take it. He tries to find an open gap, but he does not get it. He gets out to the 31, but Gavin Dilly, number 17, brings him down. Dilly, a little bit banged up. We'll take a break. So Blue Valley West most recently won against Bishop Miege, a powerhouse in Kansas. They beat them 38-20 by a sizable margin. Their star quarterback, Tate Nagy, had 1,900 pass yards last season. As Gavin Dilly is back up and good to go. Gets an applause. Tate Nagy, however, did have a fumble last game, so be on the lookout for that. And Gavin Dilly walking on his own, incredible to see. And we're going to resume play here. On the 31, Nagy's got 1st and 10. 69 yards to go. Ashton Morgan at the bottom of your screen, and I'm sure he wants another interception. Nagy's going to run it. He gets the first down. Adam Wong catches up to him and brings him down. And earlier we saw Braylon Johnson make his way into the backfield, but not run after Nagy. Instead, he contained Nagy, which led to the interception from Ashton Morgan. So a really heads-up play, because we know that Nagy is a runner, as now Owen Perkins is going to stop Wayne Carter behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. Now Nagy, 3 wide receivers. Carter's running out. Nagy's looking at Carter. He wants them to go deep. He looks. He finds a man. He gets Quinn Myers, who has 4 defenders around him. We saw this earlier. Nagy places that ball perfectly. Any sensible quarterback wouldn't have thrown there, but Nagy knows his limitations and knows that he can make that pass. So they're going to try to draw the Mustangs defense off sides. It doesn't work, and they'll look to the coaches for the play. Nagy's got the play. He wants to throw. He's got no one. And Hauser's right there, but no, he doesn't have him. Nagy, another humongous run. He had a man right in his face, Henry Hauser, making his way past 3 offensive linemen. But with no help, he can't catch up to Nagy. 2nd and 2 for Blue Valley West. And now they're already threatening to score. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in this game. If the Mustangs get a stop, it could be over. So now Nagy fakes the handoff, takes it on his own, and my goodness, the Mustangs have not been able to stop Nagy. He's running all over him. He's going to run out of bounds. Forced out by Henry Hauser. He's been showing up on this last drive. Pressures everywhere. Look out for him. Number 97 lined up right across that ball. "19 yards to the end zone from Blue Valley West. They're going to hand it off to Carter. There's Mustangs there, and he won't get too far. Multiple Mustangs back there. Wayne Carter, he is securely holding that ball with both arms. Now, humongous personnel change from Blue Valley West. 3 wide receivers come in, and 3 wide receivers go out. So did Wayne Carter. So now in the backfield, Tate Miller is going to be there. Nagy still in at quarterback. Receiver in motion. It's going to go back. They'll hand it to Miller. And Miller spins and hops for more yardage. 3rd down. It's 3rd and short for the Blue Valley West Jaguars. And the Mustangs call a timeout. This is crucial. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go in the ball game. So, in other news, unfortunately, the Kansas City Royals have lost tonight. They still need just one more win to advance to the MLB playoffs. They've got 2 more games to play. It's looking likely, but not tonight. And here comes the Mustangs defense meeting up with the Jaguars. The band plays. Up on the top of your screen, we've got 2 one-on-one matchups. I'm sure Nagy will look for Quinn Myers. Nagy's going to run it on his own. Will they catch up to him? They'll trip him up. They can't get him. Touchdown! Jaguars score. 1 minute and 17 seconds left to go. And absolute frustration from Blue Valley North's defense. Nagy, his quarterback running cannot be stopped. (34-28). Let's see for the kick. Only 1 miss tonight. Snap to hold is good. Blocked! Blocked by the Mustangs! Number 34, Charlie Jennings, the sophomore, gets in and blocks that kick. So we'll stay 34-28. 1 minute and 17 seconds left in this game. And the Mustangs are in crunch time. Down 28-34. A touchdown ties it after the extra points blocked. 3 men back for the Mustangs. Joey Svoboda about to kick. We'll see how he does after the blocked extra point. It is tense. The kick is off. It is inbounds. Incredible kick. Being returned. He's got space. And a horse collar tackle Number 28, Nathan Okara, took the ball. And the horse collar tackle from the Jaguars mean extra yardage for the Mustangs, and that is just what they need. 1 minute and 11 seconds left for Blue Valley North to roll down the field and score. But they've still got to roll through this Blue Valley West defense. Jack Cook has been on point all night. He's in at linebacker currently. Look out for him to make a big play. He's the defensive captain, and he is clutch in these types of situations. You know who else is clutch? Lark Anderson. So let's see what happens here. Anderson takes the snap. 4 wide receivers he wants to throw. Just misses his man Quentin Wallace. But there is a flag on the play. It's a man down on the field. So there's a man down on the play. And a flag. Looks like it will be for that hit, and you do not like to see that. He is still down, unfortunately. So we'll take a break and come back. So he's back up, a standing ovation. He is a little bit shaken up, but it's good that he is back. Number 9, Sam Shelton, the wide receiver. Correction, it's number 3, Cade Weisong. And so that penalty will be for that hit on the Mustangs. 1st and 25. So again, those personal fouls, not helpful at all. 1 minute and 8 seconds for the Mustangs to travel almost 90 yards. Anderson has pressure in the backfield, rolls out, throws. Bobby Knighton, he's got a block from Quentin Wallace, but he goes down. The clock is going to keep running. He stayed in bounds. And some hurry up from the Mustangs. They look for the call. And everyone's already set. So Anderson's going to have to call out. Fakes the handoff, but not there. He wants to look deep to Sarna. And intercepted by the Jaguars. No flags on the play. Number 35, Jack North, the defensive back, the senior, ends the game. But there is a flag on the play. It will be after the play is blown dead, though. So I doubt it will change any results. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate for Lark Anderson. He had Sarna, but the heads-up play from Jack North, he jumps and takes it. And the refs will say that the Jaguars do maintain possession of the ball even after the penalty on them. 28-34, Blue Valley West's ball with 35 seconds to go. They're pushed back far. A wild, wild game so far here. And Tate Nagy is going to take a knee, and that will mark the end of the game. So after this second knee, it will be ball game. No, he does not need a second knee. They're going to wait it out, and that's going to be ball game. Final score, Blue Valley North 28, Blue Valley West 34. Though the Mustangs did lose, they came back. So an incredible game for the Mustangs and the Jaguars. Mustangs scored 3 unanswered touchdowns, 1 in the first half and then 2 straight out the second half. But they just can't quite catch up as West fires back. Tate Nagy, an incredible performance. So Blue Valley West wins. The student section stays there to celebrate. Thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. That was the most viewers we have ever had. So we had 40 peak viewers. So I thank you all so much. That'll mark the end of the game. Blue Valley North 28, Blue Valley West 34. Thanks so much.